Hello goodies, welcome back to your girl channel and to my kitchen how to cook, and I'm here with your requested recipe. I'm going to show you how to make shrimp chop suey in your kitchen, fast, easy and simple. Now if you're here watching me cooking for your first time, be sure you subscribe and turn on those post notification settings so you will always be reminded whenever your girl upload a brand new video. Let's jump right into it.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him wine to get turn your back.
Okay goodies, let me walk you through everything the way you're going to need to make this shrimp chop suey recipe. Now you want to make sure that you have washed your shrimp. I'm using tiger shrimp for this recipe. However, you could use any kind of a shrimp that you choose to use. You could use chicken to make the recipe, but you requested that I do shrimp, and shrimp is what it is. Now I did clean it, devein it, make sure it's nice and clean, wash it with salt, lemon juice and vinegar. Alright, soak it for about 30 minutes and the shrimp is ready. Now to season it, I'm going to add some salt to it. Okay, we're going to make this thing really mellow. Just a sprinkle of that salt, and then I'm going to add some black pepper. Sometimes when I'm doing this recipe I do use white pepper, but I'm not going to use black pepper for the recipe today. Now in addition to that, I'm going to season with just a little bit of the onion powder. And as you can see here, I'm not measuring anything, I'm just sprinkling and going along with the flow. But however, I am going to list everything that I did use for the recipe down in the description. Now I'm going to use some garlic powder, sprinkle that on as well onto my shrimp. Now for the next step, you could use any kind of a seafood season that you have laying around your pantry. I'm using my Red Lobster seafood season. It's pretty good. But you could use whatever you like. Old Bay seasoning, anything, all-purpose season. It will work just fine. Now that my shrimp is nicely seasoned, I'm just going to make sure that it is well spin up and mix up and bend it up really good with nice clean hands like so. I'm gonna let it sit for about 15 minutes though, not too long, because we're moving this thing fast, easy and simple. So what I did was just wrap it up in a Ziploc. You could wrap it in your Ziploc bag if you like, but I'm going to wrap it with my plastic wrap and just let it sit and chill out for a few minutes, 15 minutes. All right, 15 minutes, that's all I need. Now I usually use my bell peppers for the recipe, so I'm going to make this really fast. I'm gonna fast for me real fast. So I have some frozen vegetables here, bell peppers, red, yellow and green, and some onions. We're gonna make this thing move along real quick. However, if you want, you can get your fresh thing from the market and chop them up and use them. Alright, now I can also go in with some soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce and some minced garlic, and you can use fresh garlic, right? If you don't want to use this, some people they don't like the minced garlic. Use whatever kind of garlic go ahead and use it, but make sure you say add them 3 things there with. Now we're going to add some sugar. I'm using brown cane sugar for the recipe. I really do not use white sugar for this recipe at all, and I'm going to add my cornstarch to the mix as well. And once again, everything on me I use right there, so I'm gonna write them down below so their amounts and whatever you need will be down there. Okay, now here goes our pop chow, and I'm using about 6 bundles. They're not very big bundles. These are fresh from the farmers market, so 6 bundles are all I needed because I'm only cooking for 3. Now these kind of leafy vegetables, you want to make sure that you wash them nice and clean into a little bit of salt in the water, but make sure you only use cold water to wash them, right? Now I always go ahead and cut off the ends right there. Just cut the ends off like so. Now I'm going to show you the reason why you have to really wash these leafy vegetables. Even though you buy them in the supermarket and they look really clean, you want to go ahead and rinse them again. Look closely at the leaves. You can see how the dirt is trapped onto the leaves. Look at that. That is all dirt. You definitely don't want to be cooking that at all. Okay? That is how you get sick. Very sick. So be sure that you wash every single leaves thoroughly. Add a little bit of water, salt to the water, and let it soak into that water, cold water. Now moving right along, we're going to go in a container here and add some orange juice. Fresh squeezed orange juice. If you don't have that, use regular, whatever. Then to that, I added the cornstarch. And then after I added the cornstarch, I added the brown cane sugar. Now I did use some of that soy sauce, and to be exact, I used only 1 tablespoon of the soy sauce. Then I added the Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of that to be exact, right? And again, I'm gonna list everything down below, so make sure you go down there and check it. Now I love to cook with vinegar, so I added about a teaspoon of that and some cayenne pepper just to give it up a little notch, just to kick it up a little notch, a little bit, not spicy, just a little kick. Give it a good mix and I was good to go. If you're still here watching me cooking, make sure that you've subscribed to my second channel, Life is Juliana. The link for that channel will be listed down below. Your girl up all kind of thing over there. Go ahead and subscribe, show your love, okay? Now moving right along, in a pan I added some avocado oil. Now that is just my option right there, but you could use whatever that you have laying around in your kitchen where you cook with. Just add it. To that I added the minced garlic, and I wanted my garlic to be toasted just a tad bit. After it was toasted for about 30 seconds, then I went in and added the shrimp to the mix. Now as far as my shrimp is concerned, I'm only going to cook it on each side for 1 minute, and my stove top is on medium heat. Do not put it on high heat, and you don't want to put it on low heat either. So right in the center is where you need it to be. After a minute, you're going to turn it over. It's going to have a nice color because of your garlic. Your garlic was toasted, so the garlic is going to give it that kind of a grill color. Now after it's been cooking for a total of 2 minutes, 1 minute on each side, you want to go ahead and remove it immediately from the pan. Just move it because you don't want it to cook no more than 2 minutes. Now after you remove it, everything out of the pan, into that pan you're going to add that mixture that you mixed earlier. Just throw it all up in there. Give it a really good mix, like that, until it thickens up really good, and it's going to look exactly like this. It's going to have a nice beautiful brown color. That are all we want. It nice and thick, beautiful color and full of flavor. Now we're going to go in and add the veggies, and again you could just cut up your veggies if you want, but because we want to make this thing fast, easy and simple, I use frozen vegetables for mine. Okay, now compare me with my frozen vegetables. Use whatever you want. This is my kitchen and I could use frozen if I choose to. Now to that I added my pop chow to it like so, and my stovetop I turned it down this time on low to medium heat. Added a little bit more of that cayenne pepper to it, a tad of the salt just to give that green some flavor, just like that. Simple, right? Kind of tossed it a little bit so that the bottom could come to the top and give it flavor faster, like so. And again, my fire is on medium heat. After it is all steamed down, it's going to look exactly like this. After about 10 minutes, it's going to look like this. Flavorful. Now you want to go in and add those delicious tasting shrimp. We are going to allow the shrimp to finish cook for an additional 4 minutes, because shrimp will be cooked thoroughly within 6 minutes. Because you cooked it 2 minutes before, give it another 4 minutes and you're good to go. That is what it's going to look like. Now, before you serve it up on your plate, you want to just go in and give it a little bit more of that beautiful serving thing, right? Yeah, impress everybody, say big things I want. So all I did was just go in and just get some scallions and just chop it up real good, like that. Because we want the thing to look pretty on the table when you serve it up, right? Just sprinkle it all up on my plate, like so, my chop suey. Sprinkle a little bit of that good sesame seed on there, and I was good to go. I was all done. The thing was done. I served it up with a little bit of white rice. Everybody serve up what they want, but I did serve it with some white rice, honey. And you can eat it up if you want it, just like that. Eat it however you want, but just do what makes you happy, honey. Now, thank you for watching the recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, share it with a friend, share it with your family. Spread it all over social media. Tell me what you'd like to have me cooking next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy!